Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to make a production run of some trinkets. These are that put and take garage game, but I've got this hex stock. These are going to be smaller versions of the ones I've made in the past, but I want to make one and see how it turns out with this smaller hex stock. And then if it turns out well, I'm going to make several of them out of this piece of brass hex stock. So let's get this mounted up in the lathe, and we're going to make several of these and just see. The first one we'll make and see if it spins and how it looks, and then we'll make several of them, and that's what this video will be. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Alright, we're going to make 9 more of these. That's what we're going for. I do want to clean these up with some Scotch-Brite when I'm all done, but for now, that's essentially what we're going for. Some small game pieces. I've got a group of friends. I want to give one to each of the guys. And that'll be the last video I do on these silly little tokens, these game pieces. But I just thought I would record it and share. This is going to be a bit of a production run, and we'll see how I do. All right, I got my first operation done. Again, we're trying to achieve 9 more of these. So I've got 9 of these made with the first 45-degree angle that I'm looking for. The next thing I think I'm going to do is chuck them back in there and do the chamfer on this end as well, and then that'll complete this side of these parts. Let's get these chamfered, and then we'll flip them over and do the other side. Let's get started. Right, we got all chamfered, time to flip over and make stem so we can. Okay, do it again. Okay, down again. All right, we've got them all chamfered. It's time to flip them over and make the stem so that we can spin them. The last thing we're going to do is try to polish these things up. I don't know, I'll do my best, but my knuckles are going to be in here and I don't want to get hurt, so I got to be careful. We're going to chuck these up and try to clean them up as best we can. I'll put some gloves on. In case I nick a knuckle or something. But that's the last thing I'm going to do, and then we'll get on to punching the game pieces to make them functional. So this is our production run of the put and take game. This will be the last put and take video that I do. But again, I wanted to make a bunch of these. I've got several friends and I wanted to gift them to them at some point this year. Could be this summer, could be this Christmas, I don't know. Now, the last step we need to do is stamp all of these. And if you remember, you know, you got the put one, put all, take all. So we need a T, we need an A, we need a P, we need a put 1 and a 2. And that should be what we need to finish these out. I think what we'll do, there's a 1, there's the 2, here's the P, A, and T. Let's do take all. So let's start with the take all. And I'm going to either do these vertical or horizontal. I'm going to try to do them all vertical because the real estate that I have on these. So let's see, we want to take. That's a T. And then we want an A. So that sucked, but there's the TA. So I'm going to try to do better with the rest of these. And we're going to do just TA for all of them. Again, this is kind of a production run. So that's what we're going to do. So you get the picture, right? Take all. So that's the take alls. I'm going to flip them over. I'm going to do all put on the opposite side of these. So I need the A and the P. And we'll just keep going. I'm going to record this. I'll fast forward through this. This will have a lot of music in this video, but you know, I kind of like those. This, again, I said this was my last put and take video game piece. I got a bunch of friends. I just want to hand these out. Just something silly, right, to hand to them. I got everything stamped. They're all stamped to be functional. Let's make sure they all spin. I mean, they're smaller, so they don't spin as well as some of the heavier ones. There's one. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. They all work. They all function. And I think they're all going to be a fun addition to somebody's garage game. We're going to close out this video by painting some of the letters on all these game pieces so that they stand out better. I've got this old set of enamel paints. I'm going to paint one as a test with black. It's probably going to need stirred up. I don't know if this paint's even any good. But let's open up one of these and we'll see what we're dealing with. It's still okay, I think. Just stir it up. I do have some paint thinner as well that came with this. I think this will work. I'm just going to do the first one black, and then I'm going to finish these up. I got some different colors that I might want to use for different people's occupations, but the first one I'm going to do is this take all. I'm just going to dab some paint on here, and then we're going to wipe it off and just see what that looks like. And then of course we want to let it dry. It stands out a little bit, but maybe I just need to put it on there, let it dry, and then sand it off later. I thought that would work that way. I think what I'll do, maybe we'll just dab all the sides and then we'll wipe it off and see what that looks like. Maybe we'll try that and then we'll see what that looks like after a bit. Let's let that set up and then I'll come back and wipe that off. I'll bring you back. All right, I'm not really liking how these are turning out. They're kind of, I mean, it's working. I'll clean those up later, but I think I'm gonna actually try some prep. I'm gonna use some isopropyl alcohol. And we're gonna clean one of these first. Get any residue or oil that might be on there off, and then we'll try to paint this one. Definitely something on there. So we'll give it a fighting chance this time. And we'll see if that works. Let's use blue this time. Maybe the black is also too thin or too old. Get that stirred up. All right, let's try blue. Use the same technique where I just put it on all the sides and then we'll wipe it off. Doesn't take much, that's for sure. Let it sit there for a little bit. I know I could just let it completely dry and then real lightly sand it off, the excess, but I'd rather wipe off most of it first. that there. Get a new towel here. All right, let's see how this one looks. It's not too bad. I mean, again, I'm gonna clean those up later, but that seems to be working better. I'm gonna go with that, and then we'll polish up. Try to take the rest of that blue off later. All right, so rubbing alcohol it is. I need to clean all these up, and then we can paint them. Looking better. Definitely needed to clean them. Need prep work before you just start tearing into these. So those are the red ones that I'll do. I'd like to do some green ones. Need to grab some more toothpicks. I'll be right back. That is everything painted. Next thing for me to do is use some of that isopropyl again, and this time I'm going to try to clean up the excess paint from some of these game pieces. Hopefully it'll clean up nice. We're gonna find out. Let's do one of the, not the new black ones. These were the first black ones I did. Well, might take a little more. That's good, I guess. There's one. I'll have to clean all this up. I think I'm gonna need to move quick. It's starting to set. Or these two might need redone, but we'll see. I wanna get those two done. Then I went to blue. You get the idea. Let me finish cleaning everything up, and then I'll bring you back for a recap. We're gonna close this video out. I've got all these colored. I do need to clean them up a little bit more. Some of the paint is stuck around the bottom of it, but the black, cleaning them up a little bit did help the paint to adhere a little bit better, and they turned out all right. My lettering is not straight, but hey, these are handmade with love. So we've got black one. We got 4 black ones. There's a blue one. Turned out kind of nice. A lot easier to read. Here's a green one. Here's a red one. Need to clean it up a little bit better. What else we got? Yeah, green, red, black, blue. Those are the colors I stuck with. Now when you turn these things, you can see clearly what you're working with. Another red one. Yeah, so that enamel paint work, look at that. Dumb. Messed that one up bad. But they're all gonna be just fine and playable, usable. I think they'll enjoy them. This another put and take video. This is really more about a batch run of something for me, figuring out what order of operations to do, make the whole process more efficient. In the end, it's just a fun little project, but it lets me work on some additional skills for the lathe and how I'm going to work with batch operations and things like that. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.